Hi, I'm Prachi from Phir Nachle.
Hey everyone, this is Snigdha from Phir Nachle. Thank you so much for all the love that we've received for our Saathiya video.
We're so excited to be presenting this tutorial for you today. If you haven't already, be sure to check out our original Saathiya video. The link should be in the description. The purpose of this video is to walk you through the steps that we're doing slowly, and feel free to pause whenever you need to go back and practice the steps at your own speed on the music.
Please don't forget to upload a video, share it, and tag us at Phir Nachle on Instagram.
Let's get started. So just before we begin, I'm going to explain how I'm going to count. Every time before we start the motions, I'm going to say 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's your cue to get ready to start doing the moves. Okay, first step. This is before the lyrics begin. You're going to hear a small beat when the beginning vocals are going on. So during that, you're going to have your right leg forward a little bit, and your arms are going to be turned in about at your hip level. So see, there's a small bend in my arms like this. And what we're going to do is do a small chest pop. And as you're doing the chest pop, your arms are going to turn, your hands are going to turn outwards and come back in. So what that looks like is 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So notice the 1 is abrupt, and then the 2, 3 is a little bit softer and slower. Okay, again, that looks like 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now from here, we're going to hear the lyrics begin. First lyric is sun. So we ended over here. Now what's going to happen is our left arm is going to come like this in a waving motion. And as it does that, our body is going to follow that waving motion, and you're going to move your right leg out. So the motion looks like this. Okay, I end up with my left leg straight and stretched out, and my right leg bent. And now as I was doing that wave, my right hand is going to come up next to my ear as if I'm saying to someone, listen, soon. Okay, so again, from here, on that first lyric, we're going to go soon. All right. Now from here, the next lyrics are Saathiya. So we've got 3 syllables, and we're going to break this move into 3 parts. We ended over here. Now for the first part, first syllable, we're going to drop our right arm, and our left arm is going to come up. As it does, we're going to straighten up our body so that we're here. Now 2, our right arm is going to come up to meet it, and we're going to make this flower shape with our arms. So just to explain that for those of you who haven't seen it before, my left arm is going to be here, right arm comes over it so that my wrists are touching, and then I'm just going to twist my hands. That's the motion that's happening up here. Okay? So when we're here, we did 1, 2, and now in 3, I'm going to drop my arms down to my side in fists, and as my arms are dropping, I'm going to fold my body at my waist. So it's going to look like 3. So notice that I'm bending my legs so that I can make that drop, and I'm going to try to keep my back as flat as possible. Okay, let's try that sequence, Saathiya, starting from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now our next lyrics are Mahiya. Again, we're going to break it into 3 syllables, 3 parts. We ended over here, down slightly bent with our arms and fists by our sides. Now what we're going to do, we're going to straighten up and put our weight onto our right leg here. So notice my right leg is bent. As that happened, my arms came up. So my left arm is here, straight, perpendicular to the ground, and my right arm is just going to be crossed over it, so that my arms are perpendicular. So now, in 1, I shifted weight to my right, and as I do that, my arms are also going to drift to the right. Now 2, I'm going to switch, shift weight to the left, arms drift to the left, and 3, my left arm is going to go behind my back, and my right arm, I'm going to throw out to the side. And notice as I do that, I'm following it with my head. 3, and as I do that, I'm going to shift my weight back to the right. Okay, so together, all of this looks like 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now let's put together all the things that we've learned from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, feel free to practice that again, how many ever times you need. but in this video, we're gonna move on. Okay, so we just did Sul, Saathiya, Mahiya. The next lyrics are Barsade. So we ended over here with our right arm extended and our weight on our right leg. So now what we're gonna do, just for the legs, you're gonna shift your weight and turn like this. So notice this is almost the reverse of what I was doing before. I'm gonna bend my right leg and turn. Now my left leg is bent. Now as I'm doing that, my arm is going to just sweep the ground and come up. It's a gentle motion. You don't wanna follow it with your body. So your body's gonna stay upright. Just your arm is gonna brush it and come up. Okay, so that happened on Barsa. So now the next lyric we have is Be, and that's gonna be a quick step. So we ended over here. Now we're gonna make this hand into a fist, bring up the left hand also to be a fist. And now as we straighten up, we're gonna take a quick spin. As we're taking the spin, we're gonna just rotate our neck like this, okay? So together, this move looks like Barsa De, okay? So now, after Barsa De, we have Ishkaki. This one is gonna be a little bit more complicated, so I'll try and break it down slowly. Now first, we're going to go over the arms. So in this move, we're moving our hips, and for the most of the time, our arms are gonna stay here in fists on our waist, but except for the first part of this move. Okay, so in the first part, you're gonna move your hip up, and as you do that, your hand is gonna just unfurl like this. So if I break down slowly what I'm doing, I'm just opening up my fingers, and then one at a time, starting from my pinky, I'm closing them, okay? And that's the only thing that my arms are doing for this move. Now, the body motion. First thing we're gonna do is come up onto your right toe and thrust your right hip a little bit up, okay? So now it's as if somebody's holding hooks on your belt and is pulling you up by one hook, okay? So this is one, all right? And now in two, you're gonna come up onto your left toe, left hip is out. 3, right toe, right hip is out. And now 4, instead of pulling up, we're gonna push this right hip down, and you'll end up like this, back with your weight on your left leg. Okay, so done a little bit faster, that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's try and put all of this together from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay. So now we have our last lyric, Saathiya. So we ended over here. Now both of our arms are going to go out in fists to form a straight line. As that's happening, your right leg will cross over your left. Right? This is 1. Now in 2, your arms will bend back at the elbow and come in here, and you're just going to spin to your left to unswivel your legs. That's 2. Now we end up over here with our weight slightly on our left leg and the right leg behind, and our arms over here at about chest level. So now the next thing we're going to do here on 3 is a body wave. If you're already familiar with how to do a body wave, feel free to skip ahead a little bit. If not, I'm just going to break it down a bit. Okay? For a body wave, what's going to happen is we're going to start with the head. So your head is going to push in front, and now it's followed by your chest, and followed by your hips, and then your legs. But what starts happening after you hit this midpoint is that everything will start moving back. So my head initially was pushing forward, now it's going to move back, followed by my chest, hips, and legs. Okay? So together in one beat that looks like 3. Okay? So all together, starting from here, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So this body wave isn't going to be over in just one beat. It's going to take a little bit more time, and this is about the time in the song when the vocals start trailing off and you hear an alap. Okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to do this wave, and it's going to start becoming a little bit slower. And now we're going to move our arms out like this. So what's happening is your left arm is moving in a straight line to the front. Your right arm is moving in a straight line up. So your arms are perpendicular like this. And you're moving these a little bit slowly in time with the vocals. And then you're going to bring them back along the same lines and turn to face the front for the next part. Let's put everything together from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Now, as you're doing the steps, remember to also add the expressions. That's 50% of the song, because it's a very melodic, beautiful song, and you want to make sure that you're adding expressions that complement the moves that you're doing and the lyrics of the song. Okay, let's move on to the next part.
Alright, let's get started with part 2. Part 2 starts out as a series of 8 beats that we count out as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For these, we're going to start with our hands in a namaste, but keeping only our right hand up as our left stays at our side. We're going to use this right hand to push to the left and back in, and at the same time, our right leg is going to go out and in. That's 1 and. For the next 4, we're going to keep our hands as though we're holding a piece of rope, and we're going to start at our center. Make sure that your arms are flat compared to the ground, so your elbows are not up too high or down too low. This is going to be our starting position, and we'll go back, front, out, in. One more time, it's back, front, out, in. From here, we're going to stay at this chest level, but open these hands up to be above and below our chest. Here we're going to do a chest pop. If we put all of that together, it looks like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. At the speed of the music, it's a lot faster, so let's practice it at that speed once. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Feeling comfortable? Let's do it one more time. 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great. Now let's move on to the lyrics for Rang Jao, Rang Rang Jao Main. So we just finished this chest pop. On Rang Jao, we're going to stay right here and move our hands around in a circle. This is going to be Rang Jao, so that our right hand starts up on top and ends up on the bottom. Rang Jao. After that, we're going to bring our hands down to our waist, whether it's open or in fists, whatever is more comfortable. I prefer fists. And we're going to go from here to go out with our left leg. We're going to do this sort of out motion twice, but the first time we're not going to put any weight on it. So we're going to go out and out again. On the second time, when we do put our weight down, we're going to use our hip to do a hip roll around to the right. So we're going to start with our left side, go down, and come back around. Let's put that together from here. That's going to be Rang Jao, Rang Rang Jao. Now we finished here, and we're going to slide to the left, shifting our weight over to our left leg. As we do that, we're going to push with our hands like this so that our left hand is up top and forms a straight line all the way to our right hand on the bottom. That's a push. And that happens on the word me. So we do Rang Rang Jao Me. From here, we just finished this. We're going to bring our right hand around and then kind of go down, shaping your body up until your hands reach your knees. By the time your hands reach your knees, you want to be facing to the left with your feet together, going down with your butt out and your back arched. Okay, this is going to be on the ha. The next word is re, and so we're going to come back up with that, a little bit less of a dragging motion with your hands, but still coming back up to be straight. This happens on ha, re. And then the last word here is me. That me seems almost split up with the beats into me, eh. So we hear 3 distinct beats, and we're going to hit each one of them starting with our hands right up here. So after we finish this and come back for re, straighten up and put your right hand up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. As we do that, our hips are going to match as well, so you go left, right, left. Okay, and this happens on me, eh. Let's put this line together with the previous one from here. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Rang Jao, Rang Jao, me, re, me, eh. Alright, from here, we're going to go into the line that goes tuj pe main jhar jaun. And for the tuj pe main, we're going to kind of start from here and to go up with our right hand to snap. As we snap, our left leg is going to come up and we're going up on our right tiptoe. right there. This is gonna be tujhe. And then on pe mein, we're gonna come out with our hands like this, putting that left leg that was up, down. So, tujhe pe. Now bring your right leg to meet it, mein. One more time. Tujhe pe, mein. From here, let's talk about what the footwork is gonna be. We're gonna go out with our right, back with our left, out with our right, and then bring your right leg back. Let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, 8, out, and back. As we do that, our hands are gonna follow this sort of right and then left motion, and they're gonna be like this, as though they're interlocked. We're gonna go out, in. As we do, make sure you follow with your eyes or your head. So you go out, in. All right? This is ja. Okay? So in the word jam, we break it into ja. So as we finish the last one, we're going to come back in and our right leg comes in. We want to look to the left as the word like shy, sharmila, and then we're going out. So, ja. We finish this right here with We're going to bring this around to our right side, and as we do, we move our head. So we do ja, me. Alright? Let's try that all together once. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tujhe pe mein, ja. Right there, from there, there is a little bit left, and this is sort of like the extension of that last word of ha. So you do hare. Alright? For that, we're going to do a spin. Before we do the spin, we go up into this sort of tiptoe position. So we're back on our right leg on that tiptoe. Our left leg is going to come out with our pointed toe at sort of a 45-degree angle. As we do, our hands are going to match that. Just sort of simple, open palms, and out. So 1. And then from there, we're going to go into a spin. When we do that spin, we want it to be tight, we want it to be fast. So we're not going to be having a very wide degree of motion, but we're going to go around and down. So what we do is this hand comes down and stays right here at our sides, and this leg that was up is going to do the same. If we put that together, it's like that. And that gives you the ability to spin a little bit faster than if we kept our arms sort of in a larger radius. If we put that together with the tujhe pe mein line, let's see what it looks like. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tujhe pe mein, jaau, ha. Good. And you need to listen to the music for this one because the timing is a little bit off and it's a little bit hard to catch because that one word extends for so long. Let's put this all together and then we can move on to part 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rang jaau, me, hai, me, tujhe pe mein, jaau, ha.
Okay, let's move on to the next section. So the first lyrics that we're going to hear in this next section are piya. Now again, we're going to take this word and break it into 3 syllables. So 1, 2, 3 moves. The first one, we're going to bring our right leg up and we're going to bring our right arm up to meet it like this. 1. In 2, your right leg will come down in front of your left and both of your hands will be here in the center, kind of forming a namaste. And in 3, your arms will separate like this into a diagonal line with your left arm up and your right arm down. Okay, so together that looks like 1, 2, 3. And this is happening pretty fast because all of this is happening on the word piya. Okay, let's just try that move. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And make sure that when you extend your arms like this, you're looking up at your left arm. All right, so that was piya. And now the next lyrics are bas teri main. So we ended like this. And now what we're going to do is just drop down. Our legs will bend as we drop and cross your arms and just bounce a little bit over here. Okay, so what that looks like from here is piya bas teri main. Just bounce up and down a little bit. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to hear is some music while the vocals are going on. But we're going to hear the same underlying beat. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the last place we ended up was here. And now we're gonna hear 1, 2, 3. So for 1, we're gonna straighten up. All right, we're gonna straighten up with our arms in a diagonal line again, but this time with your right arm up, and you're gonna drop. So the way that this dropping is happening, you're just going from having your right arm up and your left arm down to the opposite. And now you're gonna do 2, 3. Okay, so this 1 was a drop, and 2, 3 are these sharp moves upward. And then we're gonna do 1 again, okay? So let's try putting that together from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, feel free to practice that on your own a couple of times. The timing is a little bit tricky, but if you get the motion, you'll be able to put it together with the music. And make sure that when you're doing this step, your eyes are following your hands. So you want to watch your hand go down and watch it come back up. And that's what adds a little bit of flair to this step. Okay, so now from there, we had 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Now for the 3, we're gonna bring our arms in like this over our chest. And as that's happening, our left leg is gonna go out. So what that looks like is this, okay? And one stylistic element that you can add to this step is a little bit of a motion of the head so that it looks more interesting. So we would have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay? So now we're gonna hear the lyrics start to come back in again, and the next lyric is gonna be Chule. So for this, we're gonna be sinking down all the way to the ground. So as we're doing this, your arms are gonna be resting on your thighs, and they're gonna slide down your thighs as you sink down onto your toes. Now, this movement is taking up the entire word Chule, so it's going a little bit slowly. And as you do that, kind of cock your head to the left side on your way down, and that adds a little bit to the motion. So this was Chule, and now we're gonna hear Tokarime. So now what we're gonna do is a turn on the floor. I wanna make sure that you aren't hurting your knee or anything as you're doing this turn. So make sure that you're paying attention to how I'm placing my body so that you can follow that and make sure that you're not hurting yourself. So before I turn, I'm gonna make sure that I put my hand down. And the reason for that is so that I don't put my knee down first and hurt my knee from the impact. So my hand will go down first, and then I'm gonna turn my body like this and come up so that I'm on my right toe and my left knee is still on the ground, okay? So let's practice that going down and turning. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that you're here, you're gonna do a small shoulder roll, okay? Small shoulder roll, and then we hear the lyrics again. Do kari me. So now you're gonna bring up your left leg so that you're on your toes again. And the hand motions that we're gonna do here are your left arm will come to your waist and your right arm will be on your shoulder. And then you'll switch. Left arm on your shoulder, right hand to your waist. As you're doing this, you're gonna add a little bit of a bounce. So it's gonna look like Do kari me. All right, so this was Do kari me. And now we're gonna double time it. The next step that we do is going to be faster. So the next step, your arms are gonna go back down to your knees, and you're just gonna shift your shoulders a little bit. And notice as I'm shifting my shoulders, my hands are going over to cover my knee completely, okay? So just practice this motion a little bit to get used to it. We just did Do kari me, and now we're gonna double time and do Do kari me. And in this last me, you're gonna bring your arms up so that they're crossed and bring them down like this. As you bring them down, you're going to stand up and push your left hip out. Okay, let's practice all of that together from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Let's move on. So now we're gonna have a music interlude before the next set of lyrics start. During this interlude of music, it's meant for freestyle, so feel free to add any moves that you'd like, or we can skip ahead to where we're going to start the choreography now, which is the next set of lyrics, starting with me, re, si. Okay, so for me, the first thing that we're going to do, step forward with our right leg, and as we're doing that, bring our left arm up and over across our face as if we're framing our face. All right, now you're going to take a step with your left leg and bring your right arm over, doing the same framing. So this looks like me, re, si. All right, now from here, your right arms are here. Instead of pushing it down, you're going to bring it up to complete its circle like this. And this motion that I'm doing, it's as if I'm holding something between my thumb and my index finger, because the next lyrics are boond ka dariya, and boond is like a droplet of water. So what we're going to do is bring our hand up like this, as if we're holding a droplet of water in our hands. Now what we're going to do is sort of do this motion as if we're flicking that droplet of water towards our face. And at this point, the expression is what's really coming in, because you want it to look as if a droplet of water has just touched your face. So all together, this looks like me, re, si, boond ka. All right, so that ka is going to be 2 steps, 1, 2, and as you're doing that, your right leg will drift back. All right, now the last part of that was boond ka dariya. So in dariya, you're just going to let your right hand drop down. The next thing we have is tu. So this tu, we're going to break into 3 syllables, and we're going to have a 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first thing that we're doing, we ended bringing our right hand down like this. Now we're going to bring both our hands up like this, palms facing outward, forming a sort of circle here. This is 1. Now 2, we're going to open our hands like this, bring them down and a little bit further apart with the palms facing each other. 3, again, we're going to turn our palms and push them out and bring our arms a little lower. So together what this looks like is 1, 2, 3. Okay, putting that together with what we had before, we do me, re, si, boond ka dariya, tu. Okay, so we notice that 1, 2, 3 happening all within the word tu. Now the next thing we have is pa ke tujhe. So in the word pa ke, you'll hear a beat, and we want to hit this beat strongly. So the move that we're going to do looks like this. So breaking that down, what's happening is my arms are out here in this position where I ended after the tu, and they're moving in this direction counterclockwise. Now my chest is also moving the same way. So if I'm just showing the motion of my chest, this is what's happening. Now if I add it together with the arms, my arms will start moving just a little bit before my chest starts moving. So they're both moving in the same direction, just slightly offset in time. And now we want to make that chest pop happen on the word ba. Okay, so it should look like ba. All right, now after that we've got pa ke tujhe. So we just completed this motion. Now we've got tujhe. So our arms are just going to go out towards the left corner, and as that's happening, our right leg will cross over and go out. Bend a little bit into it and make sure that you're looking in the direction that your arms are going, as if you're beckoning to somebody. Okay, let's put all of that together on counts. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, we just finished pa ke tujhe. Now we've got bhig jao. All right, so we ended with this step. Now we're gonna bring our arms and leg back, but now our right arm will go behind our back, and we're gonna use our left arm to try and propel us in the direction of that left corner. So we use this left arm as if we were pulling something to get that momentum to make the spin. And now we're going to do a total of 3 spins. So we did pa ke tujhe, bhig ja a re. Alright, so after re, we've got one more beat, and in that beat we're going to do another body wave, but as we're doing that, left arm will come up. Okay, so all together it will look like pa ke tujhe, bhig ja re, and body wave. Okay, so now after that, we are going to hear the stanza repeated again, starting with me, re, si. This time, the steps are going to be different. So we just ended like this. Now we're going to change our body angle to go back towards the front. So if you remember this motion that we did on our waist, now we're going to do it facing this way, so as if we're beckoning to somebody. And as we do that, we're going to pull our right arm in. Okay? So you're going to step and pull, bring your arm like this, parallel to the ground, and then a sharp jab. So what's happening here is my elbow is just jabbing to the side, and I'm bringing my hip up in a hit to follow it. So again, my left arm is behind my back, and my right arm is going to pull and then hit. Okay, so this was me, 1, 2. Now we've got re, si. So what's going to happen is our left arm will come back out, and then we'll rotate our arms like this until they switch. And as we're doing that, we're going to take a step forward with our left leg. So it looks like me, 1, 2, re, si. Okay, now that we're here, our left leg is in front, and we're in this position with both of our arms stacked. We're going to do another hit. So the difference here is that my arms are tilting, my hands are opening, and then they come back in fists. So for my arms, this looks like hit. And now when I add the hip to that, it looks like hit. Okay? One more time. Me, 1, 2, re, si, 1, 2. All right. Now we've got, again, bund ka zariya tu. So for this, we ended over here. Now, we're going to take our left leg and step out, and our arms will come up. So I'm just holding my the finger of my left hand with my right hand and lifted this up. So this is bund, and now we've got ka zariya tu. So what is this step? Essentially what's happening is I'm on the balls of my feet here, and I'm going to move my knee inwards as I make this rotation. So it looks like this. Again, to show you slowly, it looks like this. So when that happens, you're just going to be moving it a little bit faster, and you're going to do it on the other side as well. All right, so if we end it over here, we have bund ka tu. All right, and now zariya. We're just going to bring our arms down. Just have them slide down your torso and then down your leg. And as you're doing that, you're waving your body with it. So you end up like this, leaning towards the left. Now we hear again, tu, and again, we're going to break it into 3 syllables and do a 1, 2, 3. So if you remember this motion, the hit motion with our knee, we're going to do that again. And this time we're going to add some arms to it. So our left arm is just going to be here, and our right arm is also going to be in a fist, but it's going to do the motion 1, 2, 3. So it's like I'm pulling something in, pushing back, and pulling again. So now, as I'm doing that, my first one is going to be in, out, in. Okay? So again, we did bund ka zariya, 1, 2, 3. Alright? Now, the next thing that we hear is ba. So again, ba is going to be a big beat, so we want to make it conspicuous. So what we're going to do, we're going to push our arms out, both of our arms in this direction. As we do that, we're also pushing our butt out a little bit. So it looks like ba, and then rotate around. Okay? Ba ke tujhe. So in tujhe, what's going to happen is, I'll just show you the arms first. Our arms are here. Our left arm is going to just swing back around. And as that's happening, the right arm will come and make a circle over your head. And now remember, we were bent when we were doing that. We ended here. As the arms are happening, you're just going to drag your foot up and go up on toes. Okay? So together, what that looks like is ba ke tujhe. So it's a quick, sudden movement. All right. Now we had ba ke tujhe, and the next thing is bhig jaun. So we ended over here. Now our arms are going to both come down to our sides, and we're going to take a step forward, bhig jaun. So what happened here was I just took out my right leg, extended it to the right, and as I do that, I'm going to bring my arm down and run it down my leg all the way to the bottom. So these are simpler steps, like the step forward, but we're going to make them as stylized as possible, so make sure that you're still doing them with energy and expression. Okay, so we had bhig jaun. Now we're going to come back up and take 2 more steps to the front before the next lyrics kick in. Okay, so let's practice all of that from the beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Very well done, everyone.
Alright, for this next part, let's pick up with the words darajão, darajão. For the first darajão, we're going to have our hands out like this to the left, and we're going to push to the right. And as we do, we're going to turn by keeping our weight on our left leg and kicking our right up. Dar. For the jão, we're going to put our hands at our hips and do a knock. So that looks like darajão. From there, the darajão is going to be footwork. So we're still facing our right, and we're going to kick out one with our right, in with the right, and out. And that's going to go da-da-da. You want to do it faster, you want to add a bit of a jump to it so that it looks a little bit more finished. And that looks like this. Right out, right in, left out. One more time. Right out, right in, left out. Once we're here, we're going to turn to face the left by pivoting and following it with our hips. Put that together from the very first thing, and that's darajão, darajão. Okay? From here, the next line is dariya, darajão. So we just finished like this, and we're going to step forward with our right, and then left. Right, and left. And as we do it, our hands are going to be at our sides right here, and we're going to be shimmying our shoulders up and down. So you go, dariya. It also helps to drop a little bit with the first one, dariya. So that gives you the leveling, and it makes it look, again, a little bit more clean. Dariya, darajão. That's going to be 2 spins to the left, and as we do, we're going to start with our hands right here and push them upwards. From here, with the first spin, your hands will move up to around where your chest is, and then the second spin will push it all the way up with your palms upwards, even though your hands are still in fists. That's going to go 1, 2, and from here, the last word is G. For G, we're going to drop our hands so that our left hand is at our side waist and our right is out. We're going to shoulder, shoulder, and step. What that means is our shoulders are rolling back, and we're stepping forward, right, and then left. 1, 2. Put that whole thing together, and this is what we're going to get. 5, 6, 7, 8. Darajão, 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 G. Let's do that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Darajão, 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 G. From here, the next word is ishq ye baake main. So we're going to do A sharp in motion for ishq, where our right hand goes out and pulls right under your chest. Ishq ye baake. For ye baake, it's a circle. And then we're going to take steps to the right. We're going to step up with the right, then turn to the back with your left, and then turn to the forward with your right one more time. As we do that, for the first 2, our hands are going to drop and come up. 1 and 2. And then the same thing for the second. So you go 1, 2, and step. When you step with the third one, drop your hands down. Onwards, that's going to be ishq ye baake main, drop. When we drop, we're now going to use our left hand to come up along our body, up onto our head. And then we're going to close our fists. Okay? So this goes ishq ye baake main, nikarija. Again on oo, we're going to start doing 2 spins towards the left. 1 and 2. And as we do, my right hand stays out right here. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ishq ye baake main, nikarija, G. Alright, let's put that together from the beginning of darajão, darajão, and then move on to the next part. 5, 6, 7, 8. Darajão, 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 G. Ishq ye baake main, nikarija, If you've gotten this far, congratulations. I'm so excited to see your version of this choreography. So please don't forget to upload and tag P essentially. Moving on, for the last part of this song, we're going to do a tiptoe and lunge. And the lyrics for that is going to be the Piya Bas Teri Mein. We're going to go up and lunge. And as we go up, our arms are going to do a sort of waving motion. And then when that finishes, we're going to lunge like so. What happens specifically is our left hand is going to come downwards and our right hand is going up, like so, and then we switch, and when we switch, we lean to the left. So we go up, switch, lean. Alright, that's B, yeah. One more time, 5, 6, 7, 8, B, yeah. From here, we're going to bring our right hand up, and then the left, and then the right. And as we do, the opposite hand is going to drop each time. Okay? Piya Bas Teri. And then we're going to go pop, pop, and jump. So that's 2 chest pops. And with the third one, we're going to use that to jump to the left. Okay? On the lyrics, that's Piya Bas Teri. Alright? From there, we're going to do a turn. So if you notice in the video that at this point we turn to the right and the rest of the choreography is facing the right. I'm going to show you guys facing forward just so you can actually see what I'm doing. Feel free to do it forward, to the right, whatever is more comfortable. Alright, so we just did Piya Bas Teri, 1, 2, mein. Now we're going to bring our hands up and around and then back to our waist, okay? Like so. That's during that music right after the meh. There's like a ho, so you go 1 and 2, and then we're going to do a shimmy. Okay? We're going to go right, left, right. And notice that while we're doing this, my weight's on my right leg. So this goes Piya Bas Teri, hit, hit, jump. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay? From here, we're going to take 4 steps backwards, and we're going to lean with each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I do, my hands are going to go and trace my body. So left hand as I lean to the right, and then switch, and switch, and switch. And this is for the Chule Dokari mein. From here, we're going to make 2 steps forward, sort of in a skipping sort of fashion, like so. And we're going to use our hands to open up the area. Okay? So we do Chule Dokari mein, Dokari mein. And now for the very last step, we are going to scoop to the right, kind of like a bowl, and then turn it inwards and throw our hands up. One more time, we're going to scoop. So this is to my right, scoop as though making a bowl, turn that inwards, and throw my hands up. Okay? As we do that, there is a jump involved. So I'm skipping on my right leg, my weight stays on my right until I do this, and then we finish the song up by taking a couple turns in this fashion. Let's put that all together from the Piya. 5, 6, 7, 8. Piya Bas Teri mein. 1, 2, 3. Chule Dokari mein, Dokari mein, Dokari mein. Spin, spin, and that's a wrap.
Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. We hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel to stay tuned for more pieces. We have some big projects in the works that we're very excited to share with you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you soon.